Welcome to Della Fox Checks, and right now I am making my way to Las Vegas. And the first thing I'm gonna do when I get there is I'm gonna be going to a place called Carnitas Don Claudio. And I'm coming over here because a couple of weeks ago they were actually in LA competing in the taco street wars, where they were trying to see who had the best carnitas. And I did try out their tacos de carnitas and I love them. So today that I'm coming to Vegas, I'm gonna be eating right there. So it's about 11 a.m. right now. I'll probably be there by noon, and I'm gonna be having breakfast, or I'm gonna be eating carnitas for breakfast. So this should be pretty interesting. I can't wait to see the location. When I went to a little stand at Street Taco Wars, they were really awesome, and I can't wait to see what else they have on their menu besides carnitas. While I make my way to Las Vegas, let's check out the Instagram page for the restaurant. And the name of their page is Carnitas Don Claudio, and they have over 51,000 followers, and they got their hours posted in the description in case you come visit them. And take a look at this picture right here. The first picture is of some carnitas, and they look really good. Take a look at this picture of the tacos. It looks like these are quesabirrias or quesa carnitas, and it looks really good. And this is one of my favorite pictures because take a look at the tacos. The tortilla looks like it's been soaked in the consomé de la birria, and look at the cheese. It's coming out of the tacos, you guys. Look at the cheese. That thing looks really good. Like, I wish I could grab that taco right now and take a big bite out of it, right? And look at this plate over here, this platter. It's got some carnitas, some quesabirria, some quesa tacos, all that good stuff. Honestly, these pictures make everything look really good. And you guys, it was really early when we left LA to go to Vegas, and my brother was hungry. We woke up and left like around 6, and it was almost midday. So my brother was hungry. We stopped at Eddie's World, which if you have never stopped there, you have to make a stop at Eddie's World because they sell a bunch of treats, a bunch of drinks. It's a good place to stop at, you guys, when you go to Vegas. Just stop for 10-20 minutes and you're gonna like it. It's a nice tourist attraction, I meant. And you know, right now we're actually passing the state line in Nevada, and I love Vegas, you guys. I love coming here. I think I come here like every 2 to 3 months or every month. I don't know. Invite me to Vegas and I'm gonna say yes. I never say no to a Vegas trip because I just love it, you guys. I love Vegas so much. And today that I came, you guys, they're building so much housing. But then again, that's because housing is through the roof, you guys. Like, I remember there was a point in time where houses in Vegas used to be cheap, you guys. Like, you could get a nice 3-bedroom, 1-bath house for like 120 grand, 150 grand. But those houses, they don't exist anymore. Like, there's no more houses like that. You might get a condo at that price, but you can't get a house anymore, you guys. Vegas just boomed out of nowhere. I think everybody left LA, you guys. LA is so expensive. People went to Vegas to buy houses. And take a look at the gas price, you guys. $3.79 in Vegas. Just the other day, I put gas and it was $4.80, and it was not nice. I have a Prius, and it was like 55 bucks to fill it up, which is not cool at all. But gas prices in Vegas are really nice. And this is the restaurant here. It's in a little plaza outside. It says Carnitas Don Claudio. And look at the little pig. I love that artwork, you guys. I love that little cochinito. The pig is really nice. I love it. And if you guys take a look at the parking lot, you guys, they have a ton of parking, which is always good because I hate going to places that don't have parking. And when you enter, look at this carpet. They have a carpet for the restaurant. It says Carnitas Don Claudio. And there goes that little pig that I told you guys about. Está en el caso. He's getting ready to get cooked. And the restaurant is really nicely decorated, right? They have a little mask. They have some flowers on the wall. They have a bunch of little things that just kind of make you feel like you're at home. Like, look at that. It said Bienvenidos a Carnitas Don Claudio. And I wonder if that's Don Claudio right there. But I do like the little details to the restaurant. Like, that's kind of neat. Like, you walk in and that's the first thing you see. I think that's nice, right? So when you walk in, this is how it looks. They got their menu up at the top in case you want to order. They also give you little pamphlets in case you want the menu, like right in front of you. In case you don't want to be looking at it at the top, you could get the little pamphlets. And right here, it was Halloween, and they were celebrating Dia de los Muertos, and they had their little altar right there, right? But after you're ready to order, you guys see my bro, he was really hungry. He beat me to the line. Like, I sat down and I was taking a look at the menu. I was like, what do I want to order? tacos, because they had so many different things, right? So they don't just sell carnitas, they sell a lot more. And this is the little pamphlet that I told you guys about. They also sell breakfast here. They sell eggs, they sell gorditas, tortas, quesadillas, a lot more, right? So even though this place specializes in carnitas, that's why it's called Carnitas Don Claudio, they also sell a bunch of other stuff. And I just want to read you guys the story of the restaurant real quick, because I always like to find out what's behind the restaurant, who are the people working behind the counter, right? So it says right here, the roots of our family are from Michoacan, Mexico, a warm land of monarchs and aguacates, where Don Claudio's and Doña Catalina's family of 10 children were born. Don Claudio's passion has always been to be a businessman, always eager at helping his family move forward in life. In 2003, they immigrated to the United States in search of a better life. For 5 years, they managed to start a new life. In 2008, he lost everything. His work and home were gone during those difficult times. The combination of Doña Cata's love for cooking and Don Claudio's passion for business gave life to the idea of selling his delicious carnitas and homemade bread. With a lot of effort and sacrifice, in 2019, their hard work finally paid off, and Doña Cata and her 4 daughters starting a lunch food truck. In 2020, Don Claudio continued dreaming big and opened the doors to Carnitas Don Claudio, where we receive you in our second home. And I love reading stories like this. It's always fun, always interesting to see how people struggle and then they build something, right? So you guys saw they started with a food truck and now they have a restaurant, which is where I'm pretty sure a lot of people want to start off at and end up at, right? So this is one of many, but let's try their food now. So the way this restaurant works is a little different. There's no server, nobody comes to your table to order your food. You actually have to get up and make line and order it, and then they bring it to your table, right? So when they bring you your food, you get chips and salsa, and the chips and salsa were really good. I like the way the tortilla chips tasted. They tasted different than any other tortilla chips, and I know I always say that, but it's because it's true. I love the salsa for the chips. It tasted bomb. Next up, we're gonna try the chips and the salsa to see how they are. The salsa is actually really good. And look at the chips. These are not regular chips. They taste really good. They taste natural. So they give you 3 sauces right here. But my favorite from the 3 was this one over here. The one they give you with the chips, that one's the best one. And then second place would be like the green one. And then last place would be the red one, but that's because that one's really spicy. This one's mild, and this one's kind of spicy, but not really. But my favorite one was this one. I ordered an agua de piña, and I really liked it. One of the reasons why I liked it was because it tasted so natural. Like this agua de piña tasted like the juice all came from the piña, right? And it didn't have a lot of sugar, which was something else that I loved. It just tasted natural. Of course, as you guys see on the rim, they also put some chili there. So one of the things that I found interesting was drinking the agua de piña. It tasted natural, plus the chili. It gave it a very unique flavor that I liked. This is the agua fresca de piña. Let's see how it is. It tastes just like real piña. Like you could taste the piña flavor in it. It's really good. My brother got the agua de Jamaica. I actually had tried this one when they came to LA, and it tastes good, but I like the agua de piña more. I feel like the agua de Jamaica, it's missing a little bit of sugar, right? But like I tell you guys, it's a hit or miss with me. Like when it comes to sugar, sometimes I want sugar, sometimes I don't. But it still tasted good. It tasted very natural. If you're looking for an agua de Jamaica that tastes natural, then get that one. But me personally, if I had to recommend you guys to pick a water, it'd be the agua de piña. I also ordered some guacamole, because you guys know I can't go anywhere without some guacamole, right? And I got this, and one of the things I liked about it was how soft it was. It was very chunky. So when you would dip your tortilla chip in there, like you would get a bunch of guacamole. I also like how it tasted when you were eating it. But I do want to warn you guys that the guacamole has a lot of lemon. So for example, I took my mom with me. She didn't really like the guacamole, but that's because she doesn't like lemon that much, right? So if you're a person that doesn't like lemon, then don't order the guacamole, because it does have a lot of lemon. Me personally, you guys know I love lemon. So when I got to try the guacamole with a bunch of lemon, I was a happy camper, right? So I personally liked it, But if you're a person that doesn't like lemon, then stay away from the guacamole. But other than that, I like the way the guacamole tasted. Very chunky. They give you a lot. For $5, you get a lot of guacamole. Like me and my brother ordered this, and not even we could finish it, right? It was a lot of guacamole. So let's start by trying out the guacamole to see how it is. And something that I did was that I got a tortilla chip with some guacamole, because I did like the guacamole with the lemon, right? And I actually added some of the salsa that they give you with your chips, and this was a great combination. I really liked eating the tostada with the salsa and the guacamole. It tasted really good. You got to taste the lemon flavor and the spicy flavor of the chili that they give you with the chips, right? So it sounds a little complicated, but all I gotta say it was bomb. And I did come with the family, so everyone ordered something different. Right here, someone got the chilaquiles de puercos, and take a look at the plate. The plate looks good. The carnitas, they put a lot of food in the plate, you guys. Carnitas, egg, rice, beans. Over here, someone got the tacos de albañil, and this is basically tacos that are filled. I think what it was with beans and some meat, and they look pretty good. I actually kind of wanted to order those, but I did come for the carnitas de puerco, right? And over here, someone else got the enchiladas de queso, and they look good. Like, take a look at the plate. Every single plate looks good. But for me, I got un taco de carnitas, and again, this was because when they came to LA, I tried them and I liked them. And one thing that I liked was the little purple onion. I think it's onion. I'm not even 100% sure, but the little onion at the top tastes so good with the taco de carnita, you guys. I really like those tacos de carnitas. They taste very good. I've gone to a couple of carnita spots, but this place has its own unique flavor that I really like, right? So the taco de carnitas tastes good. Now I'm gonna try the regular taco de carnitas, and this one was the one I tried when they went to LA to compete in the competition, and it looks pretty good. We'll see how it is. So right now I'm starting new inventions. I put some guacamole on my taco de carnita just to see how it's gonna taste. I put some salsa, and right now we are gonna dig into this delicious taco de carnita. So bro, right here I got all those tacos albañiles, right? Tacos albañiles, how are they? Good. Alright, where's the bite? Where's the bite? Damn, that's how you know they were good. Look at that, look at that. You guys saw that when I was looking at their Instagram page, I was eyeing the queso carnitas because they looked really good, right? So I decided to order a queso carnitas taco, and this is what I got. And this taco was very good. I'm almost gonna go on a limb here and say that I kind of liked it more than the regular taco, but that's because the cheese gives the carnitas such a unique flavor that I really liked, right? So for me, I love el queso carnitas. It tasted good. Take a look at how I bite into it and enjoy it. Queso carnitas. We're gonna see how it is. It's even better than I expected. So el queso carnitas, 5 out of 5. That thing is bomb. I also decided to order a queso birria, and this is basically a taco de birria with some cheese, and they also give you a consomme on the side, right? So it's almost the same thing as the carnitas taco with cheese, but it's basically birria, right? And you guys know I love birria, so I had to try one of these out. But the birria tasted good. I did like the way the taco tasted, but the carnitas taco for me personally was way better. And that's because you guys have to remember that this place specializes in carnitas. So of course the carnitas are gonna be better than the birria. But if you like birria, you're probably gonna like the queso birria with the consomme. Next up is el taco de birria. Let's see how it is. Look at this bad boy. Look at it. Wow. It's really good. And I'm gonna give you guys a little tip, alright? So I actually didn't finish my queso birria, and that's because I ordered so much food that I was stuffed. I did not finish my queso birria or the consomme, so I took it back to my hotel room, and guess what, you guys? I want everyone to try this to see if it was just me, but I took this taco back to my room, and it was about, what, midday? So by 10 o'clock, let's say, well, it was like 1 in the morning, 2 in the morning. It was Vegas. I was a little tipsy. I went back to the room. I heated up the taco because I was hungry, and wow, the queso birria tasted 1,000 times better than when I was eating it at the restaurant. So I don't know if that just happened to me, but try doing that. Order queso birria, take it home, don't eat it till like the next day or wait like a couple hours, heat it up and see if it tastes better, because that's what happened to me today. And this had never happened before. I have taken food to go that I don't finish, I heat it up the next day, and it almost never tastes better. But for some reason the birria tasted a lot better when I heated it up like a couple hours later. I don't know if I was hungry, I was tipsy, I was a little, you guys know what's up, but try it out. So after I'm done eating this delicious taco de carnita, in a couple of hours I'm actually going to go to the meet and greet with some wrestlers, so that should be exciting. Of course I'm going to show you guys how that goes, because I want to show you guys what I'm doing in Vegas. And you guys know I like sharing what I'm doing, so I didn't just come to Vegas to eat some carnitas. I actually came here to watch wrestling, right? So the wrestling company that I like to watch is called Impact Wrestling, and they had a big show here. So I decided to come all the way from LA to see some wrestling. I made a sign for my favorite wrestler. She's a woman. She's actually like the women's champion, but on the show they're knockouts. They're called knockouts champion. Her name was Diana, and I made a little sign for her, right? I made a poster for her because I came to cheer for her. She is the women's champ and I wanted her to win, right? But of course, besides meeting her, there were other wrestlers there that were taking pictures with the fans, right? And there goes the women's champion, the knockouts champion. She's right here getting ready to take pictures with all the fans. And you know, this is a smaller wrestling company, so it doesn't get packed like WWE status, but it is pretty cool. I do love this wrestling company. There was a bunch of wrestlers here who were taking their pictures. I will be making a video on my whole wrestling experience in Vegas, you know. I will be here for the next couple of days, so the next videos I post, they're all gonna be Vegas related, right? So stay tuned for that. And I just wanted to share my picture with the champ, you know, just to show off. I got a picture with her. She's such a cool person in real life. It's always interesting to meet the people that you watch on TV in real life. Like, they're so different. It almost feels like two different people, but it was a fun experience and I can't wait to see how the show turns out. On Yelp, Carnitas Don Claudio has 4.5 stars with 154 reviews. Now, me personally, I also want to give it a 4.5, but unfortunately on my rubric, I don't have like that 0.5. So I kind of have to round it down. So I'm going to be giving it a 4 out of 5. But you guys know I want to give him a 4.5. But, you know, on the rubric, it just looks a little messy if I start doing like 0.5s and all that. But I'll give this place a 4. I loved everything. Honestly, the food here today was really good. I did order un taco de carnitas. But I'm not going to lie. When I tried out that same tacos in LA, I liked it a lot more than when I went to Vegas, right? But it was still very good. I did like el taco de carnita. I enjoyed it. But for me, what stole the show when I came today were the queso birria and the queso carnitas, right? Those two things were really good. I really like el taco de carnitas with cheese y el taco de birria with cheese. It tasted really good. I love how much cheese they put on there, you guys. Sometimes I've gone to places and I order like a queso birria, queso taco or whatever, and they don't put a lot of cheese. But that's one of the things that I liked about the taco today. It had a lot of cheese. The tortilla was soft. I like the guacamole. The drink was good. For me personally, I love the restaurant. It was very good. If I'm ever in Vegas and I want some carnitas, I definitely would come back here. Unfortunately, I didn't get to try the other plates like el albañil and all the other stuff that my family ordered today because, you know, everyone ordered something different. I didn't get to try it. But maybe next time that I come, I will want to try one of those because carnitas with some eggs, some frijoles y arroz look like a great combination, right? But I do hope to come back. I'm in Vegas almost every month, every 2 months. I love coming over here. So I know I will be back pretty soon. But if you enjoyed this video, make sure you hit that delicious like button down below. I don't normally do videos in Vegas, but I do like going there a lot. So I do have a couple of videos in my channel regarding stuff to do in Vegas, right? But if you want to see what I'm doing in Vegas when I'm over here or in LA, make sure you hit that subscribe button down below. I go to restaurants and review them. I tell you what I think. I tell you what's up. I tell you where to go and what to avoid. This was Dela Fox Checks, and I approve of Carnitas Don Claudio.